Hey, what's going on, dudes? Welcome back to my Minecraft world. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. So let's get up close and personal. Is this okay? Is this too close? I feel like that might be a little too close. Yeah, that's a little too close. Or is it? Is it too close? I like how you kind of like sneak up from the bottom and boop. Hello. But yeah, so welcome back. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. So last episode I talked about how I wanted to do a Q&A episode. Do some cave-in, collect some materials and different things like that, answer a couple of questions, and we got some pretty good ones. Not a lot of questions, man. You guys are kind of lacking on the question side of things. You need to pick it up. You can always send questions to me via Twitter or just in a comment. I try to answer a lot of comments. In the last episode, there was some questions for this video that I just didn't answer because I wanted to talk about here. But normally I answer almost 100% of the questions I get on my YouTube channel and in the comments and stuff like that. So feel free to ask away. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. I don't bite. And we can answer some questions there. But so today we are going to be on the lookout for some iron and diamonds. We are really short on diamonds. I think I just used the last couple of, well, I have 4 diamonds that I know of, and I used 2 of them to repair this one back up to half capacity. So we definitely need diamonds, and I know I'm going the wrong way to try to find diamonds, but I'm just trying to light up this cave a little bit. And I'm not seeing too many mobs. Like, there's been a few, but they just ain't spawning in here, which is kind of strange. But yeah, so welcome back. Sorry about last week. I know it was a little slow. I had some family stuff come up, family emergencies that I had to take care of, and it was just a little bit more important than doing YouTube stuff, so I apologize about that. One thing I really want to focus on this year is consistency, but it just seems like every time there's something that comes up, and it's kind of a bummer. But hopefully you guys will understand. I know most of you do. You guys are awesome like that, so let's see. I'm not using fortune on this coal because we already have a ton of coal, and I don't really see the point in doing it right now. So maybe like the next run that we make, I'll make sure to take fortune with us, but for now, we're just going to collect the coal as it comes. But yeah, so hopefully you guys are doing good. I can't remember if I said that already, but yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. I'm having a lot of fun playing Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of mod sauce the last couple of days, just kind of getting back into the swing of mods and things like that. So we got some the mod in my Minecraft world coming along with this week, and then mod sauce too, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've been working on doing quite a few different things there, just trying to get back in the really, I'm just like, mods are one of those things, man. It's just like I get really intrigued with it for a little while, and then it kind of dies out, and then it like comes and goes. It's really kind of a strange relationship I have with mods. So, but I really am loving vanilla. Hi, guy. I knew I heard something in here. There we go. Okay, so let's kick this off, man. We are going to answer some questions that you guys sent in, left in comments last week, and also to the Facebook page, which I don't really announce too much on the Facebook page, but I do have a Facebook page. If you guys feel like following me on there, I am going to try to start posting more to the Facebook page, because it just kind of tends to be a flood of the videos I like on YouTube and things like that. I don't really post a whole lot on there. There's not a lot of interaction, and I would like to change that this year. Come on, guy. I'm trying to mine coal here. Get out of the way. There we go. But, yeah, so first question comes from vtemper_. First video game experience. Now, I thought about this one for a little while, and to be honest, it's kind of hard because I remember my first console ever. The very first console I ever played was the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. But as far as video games, I know I'm going to have to go ahead and say that it was the original Legend of Zelda. Because it's either a tie between that one and Super Mario World. The original, the very first Super Mario. I don't know if it was called Super Mario World or not, but yeah, those are the games that I remember playing first, and those are definitely kind of the games that instilled the love of video games into me and my family and my life, because video games are life. Not really, that's kind of cheesy to say. Video games are a big part of life, but we'll leave it at that. But yeah, so the original Legend of Zelda, that's the one that comes to mind when I think of this question or try to answer this question in my head. So yeah, I just remember playing the very first NES system. I can't remember if it was like, I wouldn't say, and it's kind of funny, I actually still own this system to this day. So I remember playing this when I was like, geez, I was probably really young. I'd say like 5 or 6. I don't remember like whose it was. I couldn't tell you if it was like, I don't think it was mine. I think it was like my mom's or my dad's or something like that. Oh gosh, it's storming, I guess. But I remember playing it a lot. I remember playing The Legend of Zelda with my mom. She's kind of the one that instilled the love of video games into me and my brother. My dad got into video games for a little while, but he was never really consistent. Like, there were certain games that he really liked, and I guess maybe it's just a dad thing, but he was really into Duke Nukem. He liked blowing things up and guns and that kind of stuff, and he was like never really into the Final Fantasy games and Legend of Zelda and all that kind of stuff. I mean, like, he enjoyed it, but it just wasn't, I guess, his cup of tea or something, I guess. But okay, I think we're good on coal. I'm gonna stop collecting coal for now. But yeah, I remember Legend of Zelda being the first one. You know, it's just like the original side-scroller Zelda, up, down, left, and right, that type of thing. And dude, it was awesome. Like, that is honestly still to this day, when I think of video games, that's like one of the very first ones that comes to mind. And that was such an old game. That was such a long time ago. And I think even when I played it, it wasn't new. I think that game came out in, I want to say 87, I believe. Maybe some of you more knowledgeable video game nerds can tell me, but I'm pretty sure it came out in like 86 or 87, and I wasn't born until 88, so I guess it was kind of an old game when I came out, when I was born. But that's the game that I remember playing. I remember sitting around in the living room playing with my mom and my brother. My brother was even like, well, to be honest, I guess if I was 4 or 5, he's 4 years younger than me, so he was probably like 1 or so. Or if he was even born yet, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I remember sitting around playing that game a lot with my mom, and just the adventure aspect of that game was a lot of fun back in the day. I guess like when you're a kid and you know everything's bright and new and that sort of thing, it just definitely made a big impression on me and how I look at video games. Oh, don't you blow up. So, you know, like the RPG style, that's kind of really what stuck with me. Like, I enjoy shooters and stuff like that. You know, I'm a big Halo fan. I enjoy Call of Duty every now and then, but it's the RPG stuff, like the adventure and the exploring and the finding treasure and making things and that kind of thing that really sets it off on video games for me. So but yeah, so that is like my first gaming experience, at least that I can remember. So I know that there's a lot more and that sort of thing. But what is up with all this grass down here, man? I've been seeing like flowers and grass and stuff. I don't remember ever seeing that stuff in caves before. And I couldn't tell you when's, like, the last time we went caving on video, man. I feel like it's been a long time. Maybe it hasn't been too long ago, but it's definitely been a while. Jeez, man. Excuse me, I got the burps. I've been drinking coffee. Getting ready for today and recording. Okay, is this gonna go anywhere? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe we can dig around a little bit. But yeah, so what is y'all's first? Every question that I get, I'm gonna ask you guys too, alright? So just be ready to answer down in the comments below, because I am curious. I want to know. So what is your guys' first gaming experience? Like, what's the very first game that you can ever remember playing? So like I said, mine was the original Legend of Zelda. Jeez, that's old. I just turned 27 too, so I feel old already. And thinking back that when that game came out, that just makes me feel even worse. So, anyways, what else? What else? We got other questions here. I don't know. We don't have a lot of questions. I want to kind of space them out just a tad. This storm is going crazy, man. Like, that is a loud thunderstorm. So we got just over a stack of iron. I would like to try to find at least 3 stacks of iron in total. We'll see. Where did this cave go over here? We need to go down and not up. Everything seems to be going up. what level are we on? Whoops. We are on 44 and going up. So, I guess we've already been over here. There's torches and everything, but let's see. Where did this go? I hear lava, so that's kind of the way that we might want to go. Let's try going down right here a little bit. And I hear mobs too. Can you hear anything? I don't really hear anything now. I hear thunder. That thunder's got to be really loud if you can hear it in a cave. I'm just saying. Alright, so here's some gravel. Does this open up anywhere? Let's get up there and find out. I could always use gravel, man. Can't have enough gravel. Even though I think I've got tons of it already. Does this open up, man? Come on, man. No good caves. No good caves around here. Not that I've seen, anyway. I haven't done a whole lot of caving in this new area. I mean, like, I've done quite a bit, but not, like, a lot. But it seems like the caves over here just aren't the same as they were. I guess maybe it's like an amplified terrain gen thing. I'm not real sure, but it just doesn't seem like the caves are all that great around here for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's just like where we're at, but I don't know. Seems kind of weird. Okay, so we will skip right into the second question, and this one's going to be short. Ooh, here we go. This one comes from my buddy Ravens. And he says, okay, question. Awesome beard. Any growth accelerators involved? And for those of you who don't know, go check out the last video on my channel, or one of the last videos on my channel. It's like a vlog thing, channel update thingish. And you can see the beard that he is talking about. And what if I told you that the beard is not real? That it's only a figment of your imagination? Would you believe me? Probably not. But yes, to answer your question, I guess to retract my previous statement, the beard is real. But no, there has not been any growth accelerants involved besides eating right, or trying to eat right somewhat. Apparently there is like a whole regime of things that you can do to grow facial hair and help grow facial hair. Because when I started growing this thing, it's been almost a year. So March of this year, I heard a mob. March of this year will be a whole year that I've been growing my facial hair out into this beard. This massive thing that you see before your eyes, and that is always in my mouth somehow. It's got a mind of its own, and it's really annoying. But it's been almost a year, and when I first started growing this, it wasn't growing very fast. I think like 5 months in, it got kind of stuck at this point where it just wouldn't grow anymore, or what I felt like it wouldn't grow anymore. Apparently it was, because it's a lot longer now than it was then. But I did some research, and apparently there are all kinds of things you can do to get your beard to grow faster. And one of the very, very important things about growing a beard is to eat healthy. Have lots of protein, have lots of like fatty stuff. So apparently like fatty foods, and like the good kind of fatty, not necessarily the bad kind, but the good kind of fatty foods really kind of trigger the growth of your face hair, for some reason. I don't know, that's kind of interesting to me. But no, I have not used anything in my beard. It's all natural. I have just kind of eaten a little bit. They make all kinds of like oils and things like that you can rub in it, that are supposed to help it grow faster and grow stronger, and just all kinds of stuff really. And to me, it always just seemed like a waste of money. But now that it's this long and it's as unruly as it is, maybe I should have used some of those and got it under control a little bit better than it is now. But it really is not bad. I enjoy having my beard, and I'm gonna miss it if I decide to shave it off. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be different. So the idea was to grow it out for a whole year. So March will be 1 year, and then I was gonna shave it. I called it the year of the beard. It was kind of just like a challenge, a man challenge, if you will, that I set up for myself. And I don't know. Now that oh, here we go. Now that it's been almost a year, I don't know if I want to part with it or not. So we may end up keeping it for a little while longer. I'm not too sure. But yes, to answer your question, no accelerants are used. It's all natural. Oh, we're gonna stop mining coal. I don't need it. That's probably gonna bother some people that I didn't pick that up. That's okay though. You'll live. You'll survive. Okay, so let me try to find some more of this cave because I feel like we're going in circles now, and we will pick back up in just a moment. Alright, so I was digging and I found this piece of an abandoned mine shaft, but there's no mine shaft. So that's kind of interesting. Oh gosh. But kind of a good deal here because we needed some sticks because we could use some more torches, or we're not too far away from needing new torches. So that'll work, but still nothing, man. Which seems weird to me. Dung dung. Maybe we should dig down a little bit more. We're already pretty deep. This is level 22. So let's see. Anything? I hear lava again. Let's keep going. Ah, redstone. Redstone, it's so good to see you. Lots of levels. Give me all the levels, man. I'm ready to do some new enchanting. I hope we can find some diamonds. Oh. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Some cave action. Alright, so this could be dangerous. If I lose what I have on me right now, that's it, man. That's it. We done. I have nothing left, really. I have no armor. Well, I take that back. I probably have some random pieces of armor. I have no idea what kind of enchants I have, or anything like that. But we could really use some diamonds, so I could make some new armor, and work on getting some better enchants, because my boots are not too far from breaking. They got projectile protection 4, unbreaking 3, depth strider 3, and feather falling 4, which would be nice to try to find or get some diamonds to repair those. I need new picks desperately. Working on this castle project, I have been through so many picks, and I think I'm finally out of anything halfway decent. So it'd be nice to try to find some diamonds. Let's try not to fall off of this. Alright, so is this all there was? Can we go this way a little bit? Maybe find something else? I hear more lava. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Digging holes to find caves. But yeah, so we gotta definitely be really careful because I don't want to lose what I have now. I feel like that's really not that worth it. We'll let it go. We'll let it go this time. I don't need it that bad. Come on, man. Where are all the caves? So, I guess I will continue searching a little bit, trying to find something for us to explore. There's some lapis. I could use that for sure. Let's take a minute. Hold on. I swear I just heard water. Yeah, I hear water. Is it up? Is it up? I feel like it might be up. Sounds like it could be up. Let's go up and look. I would really like to explore an abandoned mine shaft, man. I couldn't even tell you when's the last time I explored an abandoned mine shaft. It has been what feels like years, man. Alright, this water's around here somewhere. I hear it. We're getting closer? I can't tell. So apparently there's been some Minecraft news. Minecraft 1.9 is not too far from being out. I say that, but it's probably going to be a long time. But hopefully they'll start doing the snapshots again, man. I used to have so much fun with the snapshots, like just getting to explore some of the new things, even if it was kind of buggy, and all that kind of stuff. I really enjoyed being able to check out the new features kind of like as they were implemented, and not necessarily waiting for the final update. So I'm really hoping they start that back up soon, because that would be awesome. Really? We're back where we started. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, I hate this. Alright, so we're going to talk about the updates when we come back. There's been some pretty cool stuff there that maybe you guys are interested in talking about with me. At least I'm interested in talking about them, because I got some cool ideas that maybe if Jeb ever sees one of my videos or sees this video, he will take into consideration some of my amazing ideas. So give me a minute. I'm going to find us a decent cave. Someplace where we can actually run without running into a dead end, and I will be right back. Get out of here. Peace. Gone. See you later. Bye. Love you. Alright, so... Oh, damn it. No. Not what I wanted to do. I meant to silk touch these because I want to use fortune on them. Hopefully we find some more. I didn't mean to use those two, but I guess that pays back for the... repair on my silk touch pick. So let's go ahead and pull this guy. We don't need an axe down here, so we'll take that off the hotbar. Still no cave, man. We've got to be getting close. I hear water. It sounds like we're really close here. Alright, sounds like it's right above me. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I've got superhuman hearing. Haha! What is this? Here we go. This is what I am talking about. This is what we want. Alright, so we got that out of the way. Let's do some exploring, man, and some talking. So, yeah, updates for Minecraft 1.9. Apparently there's some chatter about maybe like a path block. Which actually looks pretty cool. I saw some screenshots of it, and if you Google it up, you could probably find it. I saw a video of iJevin. He posted a video talking about some of the new changes and things like that, and some of the new blocks that if you want to go check out his channel. It's he just released it, I think, earlier this afternoon. And as of recording this right now, it is Friday for me, so this is going to be coming out on Monday for you guys. So it may be a couple of days old by then. This is old news, so I'm talking to people from the future, apparently. But, yeah, so there was like a path block, which I think is going to be epic if they actually come out with that. And it looked like it was made out of dirt, which isn't bad by any means, because new blocks are always fun. Like, I really enjoy having some sort of new block to play around with, but it would be nice. And they haven't released any kind of details or anything like that, so none of this stuff is like, you know, for show, faux show, for real type of thing. It's just all kind of hearsay at this point, you know. It's just like, what are they doing? That kind of thing. Should we collect this? I feel like maybe we should. We should have some sort of rail system, I think. Maybe we can do that sometime in the future. I don't know. Seems like it would be fun, but I really hate messing with rails too, so. But, yeah, so I think it would be fun for them to do something with different kinds of like path blocks. Like, I feel like it would be cool to have some new types of road. Like, maybe they could give us some sort of recipe for like concrete or something. I think would be really cool. Because if you think about it, concrete is nothing more than just two types of stuff mixed together. There's not really any super high technology things, so you know, it would make sense for vanilla Minecraft to be able to have something like that. But maybe that's not how they feel. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I feel. I think it would be kind of cool to have that. But the thing that I'm really excited about is they are talking about corn. So even though this shouldn't really make me excited, I guess it's just because it's Minecraft, but in real life I hate corn. I absolutely hate corn. The only kind of corn that I like is cream corn and like corn nuggets. I don't know if you, maybe that's just a southern thing, but corn nuggets, like deep fried corn or deep fried cream corn pretty much, and it is delicious. I had some last night, in fact, and I love it. I loved every minute of it. Alright, so we got to get in here and break this spawner before these things start spawning. Oh, too late. Oh my goodness, I hate these things. Alright, there's one down. Oh, but he's in there. I see him. You see him? I see him. Alright, we're gonna slowly sneak out of here. But yeah, so they're talking about doing corn, man. So like some sort of new crop for Minecraft. Hey, don't run away, man. Come on. What is going on with the mobs here? Ugh. Okay, what was that? Are you seeing these mobs? They're like falling through the floor. That was so weird. Alright, I see this guy over there. Can this poison quit, please? Hello? Hello? Is anybody here? I'm gonna run out of torches for sure. We got tons of wood in here though, so that's a plus. But yeah, so they're talking about corn, like new crops in Minecraft, which is amazing. It's way overdue for Minecraft, man. We need some sort of new food. I know we got the carrots and potatoes and stuff like that, but that mean that like by now that's old news, man. We've been playing this game for how long, and how long can you eat carrots and potatoes and steak and pork chops and stuff before you start getting tired of those things, you know? That's what I want to know. But yeah, so that's like the only news I think is really kind of worth mentioning. But yeah, I am definitely really excited about all that. We actually could use string and bones. We don't need arrows so much. We can put away some of the cobble and gravel. We'll take this gravel. Rotten flesh, not so much. Alright, so we got almost 2.5 stacks of iron, which is good. We'll just leave the rest of that in there. We don't need it. But yeah, so anyways, let's get back to some Q&A questions. So this one, let's see, which one do we want to answer? Alright, we'll answer this one. This one comes from my buddy Lamdrew, former friend on the Affinity server. Not former friend, but friend from the former server Affinity. He asks, as for my question for your Q&A, what inspires you to build the crazy things you build, and how do you do them? Are they just spontaneous ideas, inspiration from tubers you watch, IRL things? Are you some kind of building god? How do the things you build come to mind? Yeah, so that was kind of more than one question, but I'll answer anyway because I am a nice guy. But it all kind of ties together. But yeah, so to be honest, I don't know. I draw a lot of inspiration just from the people that I play with and the videos that I watch on YouTube. So I watch your usual YouTubers, right? So I watch like Etho. Who's some of the other bigger guys that I watch? I watch a lot of Direwolf20. I really enjoy Direwolf's videos. He can be kind of boring sometimes, but that's definitely more for modded stuff. Definitely not for like building. But who else is a good builder that I watch? Slipgator is amazing at building, and if you haven't seen his modded Let's Build stuff, go check that out, man, because it is really, really cool. He's been doing he's getting into the building stuff here recently, and it's a lot of fun to watch. He just made some awesome stuff in vanilla. I get a lot of inspiration from Zul'jin, a buddy of mine from Hypermine. Now they're both hermit crafters, which is awesome. And who else? Who else is there, man? I know there's some other ones. Ding ding. But they are not coming to mind, man. I can't think of them right now. They're important. Don't think they're not important, because they are. They really are. But I just can't remember right now. But yeah, so I draw a lot of inspiration from that. From them and the stuff that they got going on in their videos. It's always... What is going on with you? Alright, we're not going to ask questions. But yeah, it's always good to have like kind of a backlog of videos to watch, especially when you do YouTube stuff, because it is nice to be able to draw inspiration from other people's creativeness, and it kind of feeds your own creativeness, which is really nice and really handy, especially for me, since I've been playing in this world for so long. We've been building in this world for so long, and sometimes it can get kind of old. Like sometimes it can get a little stale, and I can get a little bored. And you know, that's not because I don't enjoy playing Minecraft, but it's just because you have to have a constant stream of inspiration to be able to do something like this. At least At least in my case. So having like one world for almost 3 years, you got to have some sort of stream of inspiration, and I draw a lot of that from, I mean, a lot of it comes from you guys too, man. So some of my biggest inspiration is the people that leave comments on my videos and the people that watch my videos. Because you know, in my Minecraft world, I'm always asking for suggestions and things like that, and it helps so much that you guys probably don't even know, as far as like coming up with ideas, because my ideas are kind of gone, man. We've been doing this for so long, so now I kind of leave it up to you, and we go from there. But that definitely helps a lot. I draw a lot of inspiration from a dude named JeraCraft. So you can look him up on YouTube, especially now that we're kind of doing like medieval stuff. I've known about him for a long time, but he does a lot of like the medieval style builds, and he's an amazing builder. He does a lot of like adventure maps, not really adventure maps, but just maps that you can go and explore and stuff. And I definitely draw a lot of inspiration from that, because they're just magnificent, beautiful builds. And I wish I could build half as well as that guy. So we'll see. That's kind of my goal. And he does a lot of like build tutorials too, which is pretty cool. And I think over the next couple episodes we may try to incorporate some of his designs into our area, because I think they would fit really well. So we'll kind of have to take a look at that and see how that goes. But yeah, this was kind of a dead end, wasn't it? Okay, so what was the other part of this question? Are you some kind of building god? No, I am just a man. How do you do the things? How do the things you build come to mind? I think I answered that. You guys, for the most part, you guys send in your suggestions, and I kind of build it from there. Did we cover all the basis of this question? What inspires you to build the crazy things you build, and how you do them? Are they just spontaneous ideas? No, not really. I mean, it takes a lot of time to figure out if I actually want to take the time to do this kind of thing, or if we just want to build something small. So a lot of it is not really spontaneous. It's premeditated for sure, to see if I actually want to do it. And sometimes I start there's been so many projects that you guys don't even know about, because I start them and then I get rid of them without you guys even knowing, because I feel like it's just going to be a waste of time. I wouldn't be able to do it the way that I wanted to, and it's just, I got to get rid of it. So that happens a lot. That's happened on more than one occasion here, probably within like the last 4 or 5 months for sure. So that's kind of one thing to keep in mind as well. Where did all that iron go? There was some iron that I ran past to go light everything up, and then I can't remember. Is it this way? It might be this way in this little room. Yeah, I guess this was it. Alright, so moving on. Next question. This one comes from XFunnable. That's kind of a fun name. XFunnable. But he asks, what are some of the things that make you angry in YouTube sometimes? Now, to be honest, there really isn't that much that makes me angry about doing YouTube. I think there's things that annoy me, but nothing really makes me angry. Like, I am not an angry person. I don't get mad. I don't yell. I don't hold grudges. I'm such a laid back guy. At least I think I hope I am anyway. But nothing really makes me mad. Like I said, with YouTube, there's more annoyances than anything. But nothing that makes me angry. You know what I mean? I would say the most annoying thing in videos is making tags for videos. I hate that. I hate coming up with tags for my videos. I know there's a lot of things you can use. I know there's like the Google keywords and stuff like that, and I use that stuff quite a bit, but I hate coming up with tags on YouTube. I just don't see the point in it. I feel like I guess I see the point in it, but I don't enjoy making tags. That's something that kind of really annoys me. Another thing that's kind of annoying is the whole searching algorithm and that sort of thing. Like, when I take a break from YouTube for a little while, I feel like it shouldn't affect me that much. But it really does, because a lot of you guys, if you're subscribed to me, you're probably subscribed to a bunch of other Minecrafters and things like that, and it turns YouTube into a competition when it should be a huge community. I mean, everybody that records Minecraft. I feel like we could all get along. You put us in a room, man, we will all become friends for the most part. Not everybody, but for the most part. And it just gives some people, I'm not gonna say an unfair advantage, but it really kind of sucks, at least for people. And I can't even imagine for people that are like busier than me, man, and they're trying to do this. Like, my job takes up a lot of my time, and so it makes it kind of difficult to have a schedule where I can release videos, you know, like all the time, every day of the week, or, you know, whatever the case may be. It's just, it doesn't exist for me. And sometimes I feel like, at least I think with the new algorithm and stuff like that, it drowns us out when you're getting searched. And that, I mean, that's fine, I get it. You know, it's like, we're not producing content, so they shouldn't be showing our stuff, you know. But at the same time, oh gosh, that sounds like it could be a spawner. But at the same time, I feel it's a little unfair, and it's just kind of a little unnerving. And oh, it is a dungeon. Check this out. But I don't think it should be that way. I think, like, if your videos are there, you should have the views, you know, and that sort of thing. So I don't know. That kind of makes me a little irritated, but it's not bad. Hi guys, how you doing? I feel like this video is getting really long though. We gotta try to wrap it up pretty quick. Moving on to the next question while we're taking these guys out. Okay, so this is the second to last question, and this one came to me on Facebook, and he asked, what is your recording setup? Capture card, mic, webcam. I've been interested in joining the community and starting Let's Plays, just trying to figure out setups and where all to begin. So, to be honest, that's a good question. A lot of my stuff is not necessarily meant for Let's Plays. Well, I say that, but I guess it's perfect for Let's Plays, but it's not really, it wasn't my intention. So, for those of you who know kind of some of my history, my past, I started making montages, Halo montages. So, I built my computer for video editing, which kind of plays hand in hand, I guess, with making YouTube videos, because you are definitely more times than any editing videos than playing games. But the whole playing games and stuff like that, it definitely helps having a decent video editing computer, because I feel like it runs a lot of stuff smoothly. Not great, but smoothly. And yeah, so as far as my microphone goes, I use an Audio-Technica AT2020, which is about a $100 microphone, $150 I think when I bought it. I got the USB version. There is an XLR cable version, which is a little bit more expensive, and that's more like for professional recording type stuff, not necessarily just plug and play on your computer. My webcam is like a Logitech C16 or something like that. It's a pretty old webcam, but it does pretty well. It's definitely not very clear, especially when you start recording in 1080p. It just really looks like it's 720 blown up to 1080p. So that's kind of annoying about that microphone, or not microphone, webcam. And my capture card, for a capture card, I haven't used it in a long time, but a capture card is used for, like, I use my capture card for my Xbox 360 and like PlayStation 3 stuff. Now, for recording Minecraft, I now use DxTory. You guys are just waiting, aren't you? You're just waiting for me to open these chests. I can feel it. I can feel it. You guys are getting frustrated. Just open the chest. Open it. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna answer these questions, and we're gonna answer the chest, or open the chest. Okay. So bear with me. But yeah. So the capture card that the recording programs that I use on my computer, I now use DxTory. I used to use Fraps, but DxTory is much easier, and I feel like the quality is right up there with Fraps. So I mean, it's not as good as Fraps, I feel, but the file sizes are much more manageable. The fact that you can record separate audio tracks with DxTory is much better, so I definitely suggest checking out DxTory. It's worth every penny. I think you can go pick it up for like 30 bucks is how much I got it for. Fraps is about the same price, but I haven't used Fraps in quite a while now, so I couldn't tell you if it's gone down in price or if there's a new version out or anything like that. So DxTory is amazing, and then most of the time I use Sony Vegas Pro 11 to edit my videos, but then I also use Adobe After Effects, not for producing 30-minute Let's Plays, but for doing like some of the cinematic stuff and doing intros and things like that. I use After Effects. So I feel like that's a pretty good place to start. But I mean, even just having DxTory and Windows Movie Maker, you could make Let's Plays. I mean, that's all you need. You need a microphone, some sort of recording software for your computer screen, not a capture card for Xbox, unless that's what you want to record. And yeah, I feel like that's about it, man. That's a pretty good place to start. So, I mean, if you got any other questions, feel free to PM me or like post a comment on this video and stuff, and I'll try to answer the best of my ability. As far as like the hardware and stuff that I have in my computer is nothing really crazy. I have a what is it? It says right up here, GTX 760 GeForce, which is handy. I just upgraded that not too long ago. I think I have 24 gigs of RAM, which is overkill. I'm definitely not using that much. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So here we go. We got some chests, man. What can we put away? Let's go ahead and put the rail up. We don't need that. We'll take this redstone though. We'll definitely take the name tag. And do we want the records? I feel like maybe we do want the records. If we don't want them, we can put them back. Oh goodness, there's so many records. Another name tag though. Check that out. Oh man, that's a lot of records. Alright, so I feel like we need to wrap this up like now, yesterday. So, coming for the last question. This one comes from Man of Lego Pitar, I think is how you say his name. He asks, is there going to be a world download? Now this is a common question that I get asked almost every single video. And yes, there will be a world download. Here we go. But it will be at the 50 marks. Alright? And what I mean by that is episode 150 that we just released not too long ago, we had a world download. And I think the next one I'm planning on doing is episode 200. Now, I may release one before then, but you're just going to have to watch my videos to find out if I do release one. So I'm not just going to release one willy-nilly. You can't just have my world to play in. I mean, you got to watch my videos. You got to stay tuned for the world download. All right? So, just stay tuned. There will be a world download. I'm not going to tell you when. You can definitely count on one coming out on episode 200 for sure. But before then, it's kind of just up to you to watch and hang out, and if one comes out before 200, I will let you know. So, anyways, that's gonna do it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Q&A session. I feel like we haven't found any diamonds really, so I need to keep searching a little bit, but I'm about ready to get out of this cave though. I remember why I don't cave as much as I used to. I just don't really enjoy it as much anymore. At least when we're not finding stuff. I feel like we've just been searching more than anything. It's not caving. But, yeah, so anyways, hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, man. We are at 550 subscribers. 5,500 subscribers. What am I talking about? I'm getting my numbers all mixed up. But, yeah, so that is crazy awesome. I thank you guys so much for that. And let's just see that number grow anymore. What am I saying? I'm losing my mind. I can't talk. I want to see that number grow some more. So, go tell your friends, go tell your family, go tell your baby. If you don't have a baby, go poop a baby out and get him to watch my videos, man. That'd be fun. But yeah, so anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Oh, wait, I can't let you go yet, actually. Peace!